Fun Spot Atlanta has gotten a lot of attention in recent years in the coaster community. What was once a relatively unknown FEC just south of Atlanta was acquired by Fun Spot, and this year, they unveiled a brand new roller coaster from Rocky Mountain Construction, ArieForce One. Simply put, it is baffling to see a world-class coaster at a park like this, but I'm most certainly not complaining. But Fun Spot has added more than just this one coaster. They supplemented the original go-kart tracks with one of their signature multi-story tracks, and they've also added a series of classic flat rides. This now gives them a fuller and more interesting ride lineup. So in this video, I will rank the top 10 rides at Fun Spot Atlanta. Number 10. Drop Zone. This is a 4-story tall Moser drop tower. What it lacks in size, it makes up for in quantity. You have 5 drops. While you don't get any true airtime, you get a tingly sensation in the pit of your stomach on each descent. Number 9. Ferris Wheel. This is a 7-story tall observation wheel. It offers a fantastic bird's eye view of the entire park, the different go-kart tracks, and most importantly, ArieForce One. This ride lets you see the airtime-laden layout in its entirety. Number 8. Spider. This is a classic Irely flat ride. You can get some quick and forceful spins paired with the fun bouncing motion. Number 7. Paratrooper. This Rubrous Paratrooper uniquely runs backwards. This takes a familiar ride and makes it so much more disorienting. It feels like you're going to invert as you're pulled upwards and start to swing outwards. Number 6. Sprint Track. This is one of 3 go-kart tracks that will be on this list. While this is the most compact course, it has some very sharp turns. There's a lot of strategy here as you'll need to smartly brake to avoid spinning out. Number 5. Road Course. This is a solid overall go-kart track. There's a mix of turns, an overpass, and even a tunnel. Then the karts have good speed. Add in a long cycle and you have a nice track perfect for racing. Number 4. Samson. This is one of those signature multi-level go-kart tracks the Fun Spot chain is known for. You have a convoluted course with some big helixes primed for fishtailing. Then each lap ends with a big plunge back down to ground level, and it's immediately followed by a sharp turn. Not only is this moment thrilling, but it's a real challenge to navigate to. Number 3. Hot Seat. This is a rare single-arm S&S scream and swing, but it still has the usual thrills. It still suffers from the short cycle, but the few max swings offer some nice floater airtime, and the visuals improved mightily with the opening of ArieForce One as you swing out towards the coaster. Number 2. Hurricane. This is one of the larger miler coasters out there, and it's a bizarrely wild ride at points. The turns are borderline hairpin turns. They're janky, but they have some sharp lateral jolts. Then you also have some airtime. Then negative G's towards the starter on the weaker side, but there are 1 or 2 stronger ejector pops towards the end of the ride. I have a full review for this coaster, but it feels like a mini prairie screamer. And coming in at number 1 is ArieForce One. This RMC is exceptional. Every single element is a winner, and it only seems to get stronger as it goes. And that's impressive because the ride does start strong. The first drop is some nice ejector airtime. The Trust Dive is a cool mix of near misses and forces, but the ride goes berserk after that. Every single airtime hill delivers intense ejector airtime. I love the sustained negative G's on the outward banked hill. Then the quad down is a rapid-fire flurry of thigh-crushing airtime. I know some of you can call this sequence too much, but I love the tenacity. And then you have some fantastic inversions. The stall is oodles of inverted airtime. Then the 2 barrel rolls later in the ride are fast and very whippy. You only get a pinch of float. They're so fast, so they're more about the lats and disorientation. See my review for more, but this is one of the world's best roller coasters. So those are the top 10 rides at Fun Spot Atlanta. I think we all knew what number 1 would be, but there are a handful of other attractions worth checking out if you find yourself at this park. What are your thoughts on any of the rides I mentioned, or any you think I missed? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.